I think of the significance that we have with each other, the influence that we have. We don't realize the significance that we have, the influence that we have with each other. We can encourage someone, and there are so many people that are not connected, and just one person who notices, and they can build a relationship with them, can make a huge difference. Mm-hmm. I think of life as the big R. Everything is about relationships. That has to do with business, has to do with meetings, has to do with all of our interactions. If we don't get the relationship part right, what are we here for?
Yes.
All the rest is fluff in comparison. Mm-hmm. What brings meaning to everything else really is the relationships. And so what you're doing is you're making that initial connection with people. You're recognizing their uniqueness, that they are an individual and they're being noticed, and that warmth goes a long way.
It goes a long way. I have this little formula. Name equals friend. If you learn a person's name and they learn yours, you're now friends. You can meet them anywhere, I say, anywhere in the walls of the city, mm-hmm. and start a conversation mm-hmm. with them. And when I say walls of the city, I don't mean Walmart and Walgreens only.
Okay.
Anywhere you can start up a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Again, then the formula goes a little farther. Name equals friend equals influence. Mm-hmm. Because I know your name and you know mine, mm-hmm. we have more of an influence on each other.
Yeah. So that relationship, that engagement, that makes us more of a community.
Definitely.
When we know each other, and even to the small degree of just recognizing each other's names.
Yes.
And the associations. It's good that you have a little bit of characteristics written about each person. Mm-hmm. And after a while, I expect that there are people that you've met over and over and over again, and you're not only getting to know them, but they're recognizing that you're a unique individual yourself, and your
yes.
ability you care about people, and you're not just doing this to be able to build a name for yourself.
Oh,
you're doing something to be able to model for others how they can recognize and they can engage in a much more meaningful way with each
Definitely.
other.
I had a father come to me Sunday morning. He's been in the church almost a year, and he says, "Rich, I want to thank you." And I thought, what's he going to thank me for? He said, "From the first time we came to this church, you got to know me and my family by name. And every Sunday you greeted us by name. And we're moving away to California. And I wanted to thank you mm-hmm. for what you've done for my family in this church."
So you made a difference.
Made a difference.
People notice that.
Yes.
And
yes.
hopefully you've made an impression on him so that when they finally get to their new home in California, that they'll see you as a model and they think, I'm going to do that. Yes. I'm going to engage with people. So you're modeling it not only to just simply engage with people yourself, but you're also helping them. You're serving as an example so they can do that with others, so that we can do that with other people. We mm-hmm. can notice who they are, look them in the eyes. Let me just handshake, see what I'm going to... So, okay, I noticed that. You've got a firm handshake, no dead fish. Well, you made eye contact there.
Let me go a little farther of how I teach.
All right.
Use two hands. The second hand shows more affection.
Yeah, that's right. That's warmth. Uh-huh. This is, right. I accept you.
Now, let's say I'm just learning your name. I say, "Hi, my name's Rich."
And the natural response is, "My name is David."
David. Now, let's say I didn't get your name. I'll say, "Tell me again."
And then you end up getting the refreshed, David.
David. Mm-hmm. And say I didn't get it the second time. I'll say, "Will you spell it for me?" And I have them spell it out. And if I don't get it, I'll get you another time. You know?
I expect you've come across individuals, and I've done this many times. I think, now see, what's their name? What is their name? And I think, now, how did you spell your name? D-A-N. Oh, okay. It's like, the cat's out of the bag. I just didn't remember it.
I want to pick up on that. People think that when you meet someone, they won't give you their name. I've met over 6,000 people visiting my church here in Vancouver over the years. 6 would not tell me their names. Only 6 out of 6,000. People will...
That's the exception. It's a great, rare exception that
yes.
they don't want to tell your name.
Yes. And one fella said, "I'm incognito." Okay. And he probably was. He was bearded. And he could have been a pastor or worker in another church, and he didn't want people to recognize him. And I've always thought, if I see him again, I'm saying, well, good morning, Mr. Incognito. Let's go back to here.
Okay.
We'll get to these 11 eventually. Pray for new people.
For new people.
Look for the unknown. Be the first to
respond. To
reach out.
Reach out. Okay.
Do it with enthusiasm. Hi, my name is.
And then you engage with a handshake.
Yes.
And you introduce your name first.
Yes.
And they will normally respond back.
With their name. I call this the universal greeting. The reason a lot of people don't reach out is they don't know how to do it. And this works. I use that everywhere I go. Hi, my name is Rich. And then I wait for them to respond. So this gives a lot of people confidence because they know now how to do it, where they haven't been taught that.
You know, I'm thinking that quite often, kids don't know how to greet. Young people, teenagers, quite often don't know how to greet, especially with the texting and all. Sometimes they're so used to this that they say, hi. Oh. And I would encourage parents to be able to teach their kids how to greet people, which means you teach your boy, your girl, your son, your daughter, how to shake hands. Go ahead and shake my hand. Yes. Firm, and a lot of kids, they don't know to look. When you shake hands, this connection means you make this connection, eye contact. Yes. And a lot of kids won't make eye contact.
Right.
And for parents to encourage their kids, okay, let me show you. Let's practice it. And practice a couple times with them, and make sure that they know how to do that, because that doesn't come natural. A lot of kids they don't know unless they're shown. And it's kind of a fun thing I like to do. When I meet a young person, a kid of any age, I like to shake their hands, and I'll notice right away whether or not they have been taught how to handshake and how to make eye contact. Because that speaks of confidence, it speaks of engagement, it speaks that I'm connecting with you, and that first impression is important.
Yes, yes. I have parents who come through with their children, and they'll say, now, shake Rich's hand, looking right in the eye, and you see the change in the children after they've done this. I have even 2-year-olds that come in and high-five me. Yeah. I often have middle schoolers that I have greet with me, and I tell them, look them right in the eye now. And I'm really building their self-confidence of how to interact with adults. Let's go back here. Pray for new people. Look for the unknown. Be the first to engage or reach out. Do it with enthusiasm. Hi. And then my name is.
Hi, my name is. Okay, got it. All right, let's do that again here. Oh, you going to add another one?
I've got 6 more to go. We're going to see how well you do here.
You got, are these 11? We're going to look at the 11 of these steps.
Yes.
Okay.
So, hi, my name is, and then this one, listen for the name.
Listen, which means you're tuning in. Listen for them. So these are actions that go with it. So when you're walking through here, people can actually mentally connect these steps so that they can get this.
Yes.
So kids learn by actions. Us adults, we kind of lead that behind. But that association is an important part of learning.
Yes, definitely. I'm so happy that I can teach 11 points in a few minutes, and you'll remember 11 points.
We'll see how well I do.
So listen I had a gal, she says, Rich, how do you remember so many names? And I said one word, focus.
Yeah, concentration.
Pay attention. I listened for Miles' name and Jordan's name and Eden's name, people I've met here. I focus in on, listen for the name. All right, beginning.
All right.
Pray for new people. Look for the unknown. Be the first to reach out. Do it with enthusiasm. Hi, my name is. Listen for the name.
For the name, okay.
Repeat it more than twice.
Repeat it more than twice, okay.
So if I met you, hi, my name is Rich.
More than twice, that's at least 3 times.
Yeah. And my name is Rich.
And my name is David.
David, pleased to meet you, David. Have you been coming along to the church, David?
That's 3 times. Okay, you're refreshing it with, in your own mind, and that is something that, you know, I'm thinking that, do people notice when you say it more their name like 3 times in a row like that?
No, because of the way I say it. Because I'll just drop it in there. Have you been coming to the church long, David?
And then I would say, yeah, I've been about 4 years.
Yes, great, Dave. I'm glad to meet you, Dave.
So
See, I just drop
4 or
it in
5,
there.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
And I'm not saying it for you.
You're seeing it for...
I'm saying it for Rich.
Yeah, you're impressing it into your memory.
Yes.
But I wonder if those individuals that are hearing you say that, they pick up and they think, you know what? Rich was your name. And maybe they're thinking, I better start repeating your name. Do you see that happen?
Yes. And usually they're doing it to make fun of me.
And it makes it fun and it works.
Yes, right. So
we're partway through here.
Say it,
we say it more than twice.
Let's go here. Pray for new people. Look for the unknown. Be the first to reach out. Do it with enthusiasm. Hi, my name is. Listen for the name. Repeat it more than twice.
Okay.
Introduce one to another. Introduce one to another.
In other words, if there are more people, if there's, you got one individual there who you've just met them, and you're introducing to someone else.
Yes, yes.
So you help them engage not only with you, but you help them to connect with someone else.
Right. You want to expand their friendships. We used to give a dinner on Wednesday night before we had classes in the church, and I would get in line for the dinner, and I'd make sure I knew the person in front and the person in front of them. Then I made sure they knew each other, because I never assumed 2 people in my church know each other, because chances are they may not. And then I do the same with the people behind me, get to know them. Then I cross-pollinate this way, make sure everybody around me knows each other.
Actually, that's very significant. Not many people think of that, but it's actually a very good way to help people engage with people. Friend, Randy Grove, he does that. That's his gift. I watch him. He introduces me. When he greets me, he introduces me to someone else and to someone else and hooks them up. And so it's a very good practice.
Yes, yes. Because people want to become known and acquainted in church, and that's how you help them to become known and acquainted.
Huh.
Introducing them.
I noticed our tablecloth's all reaching off here.
We're getting too excited here. Too much enthusiasm. Well, pray for new people. Look for the unknown. Be the first to reach out. Do it with enthusiasm.
Of course.
Hi, my name is. Listen for the name. Repeat it more than twice. Introduce one to another. Tell people you appreciate them.
Okay.
And I was in North Carolina and gave a seminar, and a gal came up to me afterwards, and she said, you know, I have a problem with depression. And if more people in the church told me they appreciated me, I wouldn't have such a problem. And here's one, Dave. I'm still dumbfounded about this. I have a card that I hand people that says, I appreciate you. I got on an airplane, and the stewardess was there, and I handed her this card, I appreciate you. And she said, I've never been told that. And I still find that hard to believe. She's in the service of other people on that plane. She said, I've never been told that I was appreciated. You never know, but somebody needs your appreciation.
A little bit of thoughtfulness goes a long way.
Yes, yes. Pray for new people. Look for the unknown. Be the first to reach out. Do it with enthusiasm. Hi, my name is. Listen for the name. Repeat it more than twice. Introduce one to another. Tell people you appreciate them. And then snap your fingers. Tell people they are missed.
They are missed.
Tell people.
Why would you tell them they're missed when they're just arriving?
Well, you tell them through other people. A husband comes in and the wife isn't there. You say, your wife's home? Tell her I missed her.
So if they're not there and you see the people who know them, then okay, so you're not telling the person you're greeting that I missed you.
Well,
or you missed you because they weren't there previously.
Yes. So I missed you last Sunday. And this is real effective. Let's say you brought a guest last Sunday. This Sunday that guest isn't with you. I'll say, Dave, tell Mary that I missed her. And you go to Mary, and I've given you a reason to go back to her and talk about church. You go back and say, Mary, you remember that greeter that met you? He remembered your name, and he told me to tell you that he missed you. And Mary's thinking, missed me?
I was only there once, right?
Yeah, right. And you remembered my name? When I'm not at my church, they miss me. So tell people.
It's part of belonging.
Yes. Make them feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all need that.
We all need that.